Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Second Cup of Coffee. Pastor Tom here with you. It's week 4 of our series, When. W-H-E-N with a question mark. It's really based on some things I've been hearing from folks. When is God going to release me into these desires in my heart? They burn inside of me, and they're not bad things. They're things that God's given me. I just don't know when. And so we talked about from David's life out of 2 Samuel 5:22 through the end of the chapter about him inquiring of God, then him hearing God, and then he combined his hearing with obedience, and he acted quickly. I didn't say this last week, but let me say it now. If you're going to hear God but don't plan on being obedient, then hearing God's not going to do you any good. Right? We really have to combine our hearing with our obedience. And this is why. It says that in verse 24, For then the Lord will go out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines. That's David. That's God speaking to David. David, when you do this, when you advance quickly, then the Lord will go out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines. That's the side of the battle I want to be on. And my obedience isn't to prove to God who I am or who He is to me. It's to position myself behind Him to advance me into the places that He's calling me to be victorious. He is the head. Now, we have scriptures, I'm the head and not the tail, right? The favor and grace and all of those things. And those things are awesome and godly, and we should be pursuing those things. But we also have to pursue them in regards to how we see Christ and Christ's heart for us. Jeremiah 29:11, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, to give you a future and a hope. And so, our hope and a future. What's that got to do with this, Pastor? It has everything to do with the fact that He wants to go out before you, and my obedience keeps me in step with Him and in the proper alignment with Him, so that I can walk in the fullness of the desire that He's given to me. Let me speak some grace to you today. He didn't give you a desire in your heart not to fulfill it. Start walking through the inquiry, the hearing, the obedience, and then trust God to bring you through that obedience into alignment behind Him, and let Him go into those places first and see your desires come about. Pray that for you. Hope that for you. Excited for you to see and to hear the testimonies of what God does in your life. We love you. God bless you. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. Share it to somebody that you may know needs to be encouraged. We'll talk to you soon.